What's up, everybody? Dex here coming at you with another episode here of Suburban Paranormal. Hope you guys are all staying safe and doing good out there. I know we're doing okay over here on my end with my family, so I hope you guys are all doing well. I know some aren't, and for those of you that aren't, my condolences. I really hope things get better soon for everybody. But guys, don't forget, we are brought to you by Cinescape Media, the Cinescape Media Network, where we have lots of shows with lots of good content, and got a couple more that I think are going to hopefully start up soon here. So get over there, check us out. Again, Cinescape.media, where you'll be able to follow all the shows. And also on social media, you'll check us out there as well. And you can keep up to date with all of our shows and everything else that we got going on. Hopefully get some cool things going on soon. Once things hopefully can loosen up, but who knows. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump right into it. From what I can say, there's not much really going on in the ghost world, but UFOs, we'll continue a little bit more with that. There's a lot going on. But So with the first thing with that, Commander-in-Chief, Mr. Trump, recently in an interview with Lou Dobbs, had actually talked some UFOs with him. So I'm going to go ahead. I want to play that clip for you guys real quick. And then we'll come back, we could talk about it a little bit, and go from there.
And your administration, you promised would be transparent. And you have done your level best to do that, despite the deep state's efforts to bury everything about as deeply as they could. But I've got one question as we conclude here. Because actually, a lot of my friends are very concerned about what the federal government is doing when it comes to UFOs. So if I could just ask you, are you going to commit more resources to exploring UFOs and open the documents to the public?
Well, I think you're probably in this country, you're the UFO expert. So I'm going to be totally guided by the great Lou Dobbs, and I will tell you that I'll do whatever you ask me to do, including total transparency. And I got to tell you, there's probably some pretty good transparency needed there. There's no doubt about that.
Well, Mr. President, I couldn't have asked for a better answer. Thank you so much, and I'll be calling your office soon to get that underway. It's been great talking with you, sir, and we appreciate your time, Mr. President. Great to have you with us.
It's my
President
great honor.
Donald Trump.
You've done a fantastic job.
Thank you, sir.
Lou. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you for the kind words. Thank you, Mr. President.
So, I don't know about you guys, but I thought that was very interesting. I know it was kind of joking about it, but Trump is trying to win the hearts of everybody. I know we're not going to get into politics on this show. Not at all. I just will say that I know a lot of people don't like him, but I can guarantee a lot of people are hoping he's going to follow through with that. He has done a lot of things that you can say can be transparent. Maybe he does some things that aren't transparent, but whatever. But I'm taking it kind of with a grain of salt, because it is the government. You never know. But I really, really, really hope that maybe he does follow through with this. Lou Dobbs follows through with this. We'll get into a show in a little bit that I'm currently almost done binging. But anyway, let's see what Trump does. Hopefully we get some more information coming out. But I did find that clip interesting. This happened, I think, on a couple days ago, not too long ago, where this had occurred. So we'll see what happens. But again, like I said, not much in the ghost news. There was one story that I saw come out. A guy in India, looks like he was having a recent haunting. It's not new, or I'm sorry, it is a new haunting. He's having stones thrown, things like that at him. I didn't know, it was kind of a short story, not much, like, there's no evidence to show that he has. It's just it's an account of something, but I didn't want to ignore any kind of news that was out there. So if you guys happen to know, I got a couple sites that I'm reading and looking to kind of try to aggregate some of this data for you guys that I can share here for you. But if you have a website that you guys find particularly useful when it comes to keeping up with this kind of news, let me know. Send it to me over at suburbanparanormal@gmail.com, or send it to one of us, or not one of us, I'm sorry. Send it to, send it to us through one of the social media pages, so that we can, be informed on that as well. That was mostly what I've really just saw in ghost news. I mean, even including some of the Facebook forums lately, it's just kind of a bunch of pretty funny meme sharing pictures and things like that. So that's really much I got for ghost news. I do have a little cryptozoology news. Apparently, Bigfoot made an appearance in Hyde Park in New York. A woman is saying that he was following her through the trees. I'm sure a lot of people are thinking, because it is kind of odd. Typically, when we hear about, the big guy, he's in woodland areas. He's in the middle of nowhere, remote rural areas, things like that. I mean, you're not really hearing about the big guy running around in New York. I mean, maybe he's trying to catch a slice or something, but it's very interesting. It was actually enough, though, to catch the attention of a news anchor on, I believe it was Channel 12 News. Yeah, it was a Channel 12 News in the New York area, and they covered it. And pretty interesting. The woman is remaining anonymous, because I'm sure, being where it is, that you're going to catch a lot of flack for it, because, being that he's known to be a woodland creature, to be found in New York would be kind of odd. So, I don't know. I'm curious what you guys think about that. I mean, do you think we would find a Bigfoot sighting in anything like that? Like, how about even like where I live? I live in the suburbs. Like, are we gonna find Sasquatch sighting in the suburbs? I mean, I got a little bit of woods over here. Maybe. I don't know. It does seem a little, I guess, unlikely. But again, things happen. Like, can't really say 100% no. But I don't know. That's pretty much what I got for the news here. Again, there's a lot of UFO talks. So we'll see what happens. But as we know, the next thing we do after news, we got the paranormal dad joke. That's right. My favorite segment to do. Maybe not. Nah, I don't know. I like talking all the other stuff, but I mean, I'm always, like I said, down for a good dad joke. Who's not down for a good dad joke every now and then? You know what I mean? So anyway, this week's paranormal dad joke, pretty sure I haven't said this one. And I checked. And it's not written down. But what is an alien's favorite sweet snack? A marshmallow. That's right. You got the laugh track this time. I told you I was gonna remember. But anyway, that's our paranormal dad joke for the day, or for the show, whatever you want to call it. But all right. Now that we're done that paranormal dad joke, let's go ahead and talk a little bit of the TV news of what's going on out there. And to be perfectly honest with you, it is now 1:30 in the morning that I'm recording this. And the reason it's recording at 1:30 in the morning is because, thanks to a coworker of mine, Brandon, shout out to you, another one of our listeners, he had let me know about a show on the History Channel called Unidentified. Season 1 had 5 or 6 episodes, and I think Season 2 is currently airing now, and I just caught completely up to it, and you guys really need to go check the show out. So, this show actually is about things we've already talked about on this show. So, you have Luis Elizondo, who ran ATIP. We've talked about ATIP. This guy ran it, and in 2017 quit due to the stuff not getting out there, not being told to the people. So he quit. And so the show actually has other people as well. You have the former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense and Intelligence. What a title that is, first off. But you have him. His name was Chris Mellon, as well as Louis Aldonzo. You have Todd from Blink-182. Todd, yeah, sorry. Completely botched that one. But you have him as well. And then you have the guy that ran Lockheed Skunk Works for a while. You have, they put together this team of people. And each episode is kind of centering around different cases, all regarding to UFOs. The end of season 1, they actually went to Italy and talked to the Italian government about everything. The Italian government had like 13,000 cases, and they got a thumb drive full of every encounter or whatever case they had since like 1901. So these guys are doing a lot of big things right now for this UFO search, hunt, information gathering, whatever you want to call it. They're doing a lot, and they're capturing a lot of this stuff on this show. The show follows the Tic Tac, the gimbal, the Go Fast video, all of the stuff that was declassified and we've been told about from the government, said yes, they're real. All of those videos, they've got Farver, who was the guy who started talking a lot about this stuff, who was part of that first video that came out. They interviewed his wingman, well, wingwoman. It was a woman. She remained anonymous because of her being in the military still. They did have other people, though, who did not stay anonymous, who are active military, who did come and speak. So, without giving away too much information, like I said, this show is awesome, and I can't wait to see more, and I really hope we get more of this kind of stuff as well. So I don't want to give away the show. I do really, really highly suggest everybody go watch the show, because you really, really will not be disappointed in this show. And just because it's funny, it's actually not on Travel Channel. Hashtag, let's rename that station because it's not travel stuff anymore. I mean, I guess the only thing you can say is they're traveling to other locations, but it's all paranormal stuff. So anyway, that's not Travel Channel, but back to the Travel Channel. The Osbournes actually had come out with a show, and not just Jack this time. You have Sharon as well as Ozzy now doing a show that does include Jack, of course, but they have a show. It's called The Osbournes Want to Believe. You guys will see this Saturday. It's Friday right now. I meant to watch the premiere, which should have been tonight, but I was too wrapped up in this show, the Unidentified, that I really just didn't get a chance to. So I hope it's good. I really just hope it's not being a gimmick, because, the Osbournes like to just, we're going to do something just to do it, I guess. Nothing against Portals to Hell, though. I do really enjoy, Jack and Amy and what they're doing. They seem to be trying to employ a couple new things, which you guys know. I like seeing the ghost teams or paranormal teams, whatever you want to call it. I do really enjoy seeing new things, new technologies, new techniques getting tried out. Because in the recent ghost drama, paranormal drama, whatever you want to say, I didn't really want to cover it. But I'm sure a lot of you people might have seen it with the guy that owns the Annabelle doll, and Zach Baggins made a whole statement, and actually Jason Halls had chimed in on it. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is because what we were just saying. He said something, because Jason's very good with explaining a lot of things, I think. He's a very credible person. He's very humble and down to earth, it seems. Would love to have him or Steve or Dave on the show, of course. Don't know if that'll happen. We'll see. But what he had said about the whole thing is, in this field, especially, you know, the ghost hunting, no one is an expert. It's not like it's a new field, but it's not 100% proven science to the point where anybody is an expert. We're all still experimenting. We're all still coming up with ways to do it. You guys know I'm a nerd on the side, or, well, I'm sorry. My main gig, I guess you could say, is IT professional and electronics, and I build electronics. So I've actually tried building my own different EM pumps where I've taken little motors and spun magnets in, you know, 2 magnets on a motor that would spin this way and try to create a magnetic field this way, and then another motor at the same time creating it this way, and hopefully at the same time it was generating, like, I've gotten into it. I've tried designing equipment, and I'd like to continue to try and do that because you never know what may or may not work. It's a not 100% proven science. We have a lot of evidence. A lot of it people want to say is controversial, but again, that's what it is. It's, you know, and like Jason said, no one is 100% expert on this stuff right now. Nobody can claim that, and apparently this guy was. Again, I didn't really read into it because I don't really care about that stuff right now. I'm not trying to listen to a bunch of drama. There's enough crap going on in this world that I don't need that. Paranormal, UFOs, spotting Bigfoot somewhere, that's all fun and cool, and I'd rather just worry about that kind of stuff because everything else going on, I need this as an escape. And I'm sure a lot of you people might even feel the same way, where this is an escape from the crazy realities that go on in the world right now. Anyway, I don't want to get on a rant, but if you guys had happened to catch the Osborne show, let me know what you think. Like I said, I think they're re-airing the premiere tomorrow, right before the second episode. So hopefully I'll get a chance to check it out, and you know, let's talk about it over on Facebook or Twitter, Instagram. Though Instagram's kind of weird with how you gotta start conversations, but anyway, let me know what you think. Paranormal Hotel as well with Dan Aykroyd, that's pretty good. I like the way Dan Aykroyd tells stories. I'm not fully caught up on that. I think I've only got to catch 1 or 2, but again, I like the way Dan Aykroyd does things. So I mean, Dan Aykroyd, he's been around forever and he's awesome. So how could you not like the show? No, I'm just kidding. Some people might not like it. Actually, I think I've seen a few people not like it. But I do. I wouldn't always say, if someone says a show, they don't like it, go watch it anyway. Don't ever just 100% rely on someone else's opinion. You might share a lot of the same, you know, commonalities where you think the same things are cool and some of the same things aren't. But we're not all 100% the same. You may actually like the show, so just go give it a try. People can recommend all the time, definitely go see this show, or don't waste your time with the show. To me, someone that tells me not to watch a show, I'm going to go watch that show, because I don't know. Again, with the different people having different tastes and different things, when it comes to TV shows, I mean, when it comes to some things, obviously, if someone says, don't do it because this person's X, Y, or Z, or that company's doing this, maybe some of that you should listen to a little bit. But when it comes to TVs or movies, what are you going to waste? A couple minutes of your time? 20 minutes? These shows are, what, 45 minutes? A movie might be an hour and a half, 2 hours. Do it when you're bored. Do it when you got nothing better to do. Just check it out. So, like I said, Paranormal Hotel, go check it out. Right? Yeah. Go check it out. Go check out the Osborne show. Hell, go check out Ghost Adventures. Don't not watch Ghost Adventures because someone said Zach Baggins is way over the top and he whatever. Go watch it. If you don't like it yourself, good. I don't mean to rant too much today, guys, but I don't know. It is what it is. I guess I've seen a lot of stuff recently with people kind of always getting on people's backs about different things with this. But, and I mean, we shouldn't be doing that. Let's just have fun with it. So, let me know you guys' thoughts. Like I said, I'm gonna, as always, when we're done these shows, for the couple days after the show, I like to put up the questions that we talk about here. and bring them up and see what you guys like to say. I know it seems lately there hasn't been much people around, and I know I apologize. I put it out on social media earlier. I was on vacation this week. We did lose power, though, and everything went crazy. So I really haven't been around much on social media, so if you've messaged me, I apologize. I'm getting back to a few people that did get to me. Like I said before, there's a couple people, too, that I've talked to that we're hopefully going to get them on the show, do some special interviews very soon. I think there's like 3 or 4 people lined up. My wife has actually been going to school, though, as well. So during the week, it kind of makes it harder because she's using the computer. I'm watching the kids, and then by the time she's done and we're done, it's time for bed. So, guys, I appreciate the patience for these past couple of weeks while she's been doing that and we've been doing it. But she's done next week, so we'll be back to doing a whole bunch of stuff. Big G, the producer, should be back. We have hopefully a lot of things going on with that. Some equipment to make things a little bit better and a little bit easier on us getting the show done and properly edited for you guys. Enough about that. That's all I got for TV. Everybody else still seems kind of on hiatus. Ghost Nation coming back in the fall. Again, still no official date on that. Some of the other stuff, just to kind of get back to, I know we like to discuss things at the end here, so I kind of wanted to just circle back for some of the things we've talked about in the past that maybe we haven't had an update on, and that might actually just be because there hasn't been updates. Before I started recording, I did try and look into the British X-Files. They were supposed to put up the .gov site. I still haven't seen a .gov site come up from them. I've looked everywhere, and all the articles are from back in February. It was first announced, and there really hasn't been much information. The only thing I did randomly see, and it might relate, I guess, is kind of the answer that we're seeing, is that a lot of people are talking about wait until election. I don't know what the hell the election has to do with releasing some information to the people. But apparently I saw something about an election maybe holding up why this hasn't been done yet, which, whatever, kind of stupid. But that's the recent information I have on that. Like I said, the most recent information in regards to Ghost Nation and when they're coming back, most recent information says fall. No actual date, just fall. The Netflix series we've talked about before, where they're supposed to follow or do a bunch of the haunted stuff, the most haunted locations. Still haven't seen much about that. And, I mean, guys, this really could just be because of the virus, and people just haven't been able to do what they need to do to get this stuff out to us. And, that's completely understandable. But, like I said, I've always tried to tell you guys, I'll keep you up to date on what I know and what I've heard. And I just wanted to show, it's not like I forgot about the stuff. It's just, really, it hasn't come out. There really has not been much updates, unfortunately, as to when we would get more information. Or I should say, I haven't gotten more information from when this stuff's coming out. So anyway, I guess the last little thing I did kind of see, not too long ago, which was kind of interesting, was a professor did actually come out and say he discovered a population of fairies and actually has pictures. So, I mean, I don't know if this really qualifies as paranormal. It's definitely odd. I don't know what you would categorize it in the ghost, UFO, cryptozoology world. Maybe cryptozoology. But apparently, in the English countryside, this guy has found fairies. And there's pictures. There's actually a YouTube video. So I'll post the link to that in the episode description. So if you guys are watching on YouTube, which I hope some of you are, you'll be able to click the link down below. if you go to the website and download the episode or check out the article, I'll have the link there as well. You guys can check it out. Let me know what you think. Kind of bizarre. I found it kind of interesting, so I thought I'd just toss it out to you guys here at the end. But yeah, I guess that's really all I got to say about that. I mean, it's interesting. I'm not really sure how to respond to that one or how I feel about it. But it's interesting, and I figured you guys might like it. So anyway, on that note, I guess we'll go ahead and end it here. Like I said, there's still a lot more of this UFO stuff coming out. So it's definitely interesting. Hopefully, maybe, Trump comes through and we get a little declassified or more information declassified and we get told some more cool stuff about this. Maybe not. You never know. I mean, we are talking about the government. Things are going to stay classified for X number of reasons. But again, we'll see. Hopefully there's more. If you guys have caught anything and you want to share with us, send it over, suburbanparanormal@gmail.com. As always, check us out, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all Suburban Paranormal. On that note, again, guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I hope to keep bringing you great content. If you have any suggestions, please feel free to let me know. But on that note, you guys stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Stay haunting.